We'll be going first, which is just fine by me. And it looks like we'll probably be mulliganing. Yeah, I can't possibly see keeping this. We have Bombardment, we have an Alchemist, but, I mean, drawing a land, we get, what, Alchemist and Bombardment? That's not nearly enough. We have to draw a lot more lands off the top to do anything, so... Alright, first mulligan. We have a take inventory. I think that this is much more reasonable. It's fairly likely that we can draw a mountain still. We can play Ingenious Scob with just one draw. Take inventory gets us to another card. Yeah, this seems more than reasonable. I mean, we can play everything with just one mountain. That seems just perfectly fine, especially when we have an extra draw here. Hopefully we just draw a second take inventory. That wouldn't be bad either. Draw a mountain and a take inventory. That's what I would like. I probably just want to keep drawing take inventories until I don't have any take inventories left. I'm going to bottom that Thermal Alchemist. It's a really good card, but without a mountain, I don't want to take the risk. If we don't draw any lands, it's going to be pretty miserable. Insolent Neonate. Alright. Looks like we might be fighting a pretty aggressive deck here. Probably Black-Red Madness if they're playing Neonate. Not our best matchup, but Ingenious Scob is quite a bit of pressure, and it's a good blocker. So there is that. Oh, red-white. So red-white aggro deck. Yeah, definitely red aggro. Ingenious Scob will stop some beats, and then hopefully Nibblegast Herald can race in the air. And let's draw a mountain, please. Opponent thinking very hard about whether or not they want to throw away Neonate. Is that what it is? Ooh, we did get the take inventory. That's not bad. But I want to get the Scob down just to stop this this Steadfast Cathar from beating us down. We can threaten to attack back as well, which is nice. Next turn I can play the Nibblegast. If we get a mountain, would I play take inventory? I guess there's really nothing that I could play. Like, I don't have anything that I can play for 2 mana readily, and I've bottomed the Thermal Alchemist, which is one of the cards that I could draw, so I probably just play Nibblegast even if I draw land. Paranoid Perish Blade. Oh, that's pretty good. The question now is, do I want to attack our opponent with the Ingenious Scob and hope that they don't have anything? I don't think I do. I think I'd rather play Nibblegast, tap down the Perish Blade, and then next turn go take inventory, draw a million cards, get some good prowess triggers on this Scob, and attack for a bunch in the air and on the ground with it. Seems reasonable. That was a lot of inventory that we're taking. Incendiary Flow, Guardian of Pilgrims. Okay. So they're going to pump up the Steadfast Cathar so that they can attack with both of these. I'm going to guess. They might put it on Perish Blade because they don't want to trade. I would think that they would pump this and just be willing to throw one of them away. I mean, well, I guess I wouldn't be throwing it away, but they'd trade the Perish Blade. I think that's a fine trade. I'd be willing to do it. Nope. Opponent's going to pump the Perish Blade because they don't want to lose it. Nice. Well, that's good for us because it means that we can Nibblegast it down. Neglected Heirloom. Okay. Put that on the Neonate, I'm guessing. And if they put that on Neonate, do I double block it? I lose the Herald. Okay, they're going to put that on Steadfast Cathar. That makes more sense. Alright, Nibblegast, tap down the Paranoid. And then I could double block the Steadfast Cathar or the Neonate here. It's probably fine. I think that I want to just double block Neonate. I don't have a lot of creatures to block Menace. It's been pecking away at us for a while. The Ingenious Scob can at least, like, trade with Steadfast Cathar later. It's a good blocker for the rest of the game. Nibblegast Herald, it sucks to lose, but I need to just protect my life total. I want to go long game. With the double take inventory, that's the way that we're going to try and win this. Hopefully we can find a mountain and a removal spell like a Geist Blast, not Geist Blast, Galvanic Bombardment. I have the Geist Blast. Alright. No land still. Hopefully this take inventory will get us something. And come on, mountain. Whew, there we go, just barely. I'll play another one too. And I guess that I'm willing to trade this Ingenious Scob for a Paranoid Parish Blade. Ugh. Not excited about it. But I have to protect my life total. I've got so many extra cards up on my opponent now that it makes sense to go for the long game. I can make the one-for-one trades that are, you know, kind of not great for me and just overwhelm my opponent with the card advantage that we've gotten off these inventories. And we're going to get a lot more with the Tormenting Voice and Mad Prophet as long as we can buy ourselves the time. The big problem right now is just having enough time to actually do it all. Gotta send in with at least Cathar. I'm not sure what they're thinking about. I guess they're deciding whether or not they want to attack the Parish Blade. Yeah, alright, they will. I'm snap blocking. I can kill the Steadfast Cathar with Geist Blast. And hopefully, like, Niblis of Dusk can deal some damage later. I go Tormenting Voice, Geist Blast. Or do I just... I think I Geist Blast away this. Whoa. That's weird. That double-clicked really quickly. Discard the island. Alchemist Greeting. That would have been good a minute ago. This is fine. And we still have Mad Prophet into Alchemist Greeting next turn. Just shoot it now. And hope that our opponent doesn't have a pump spell for it. Because if there's like a Strength of Arms, that's a real problem. There we go. Alright, just 2 damage. I can definitely deal with that. Just the wind. Sure. We'll just play Mad Prophet and hold up just the wind or Alchemist Greeting. That seems really reasonable. I don't think I want to Greeting the Guardian of Pilgrims. But I might just the wind it if they put Neglected Heirloom on it. Ember Eyewolf. That I might want a Greeting. Do they move the Neglected Heirloom to anything? Move it to Ember Eye. Now I really want to kill it. Mildly tempted to block the Guardian of Pilgrims, but I think I can take 2. Mad Prophet's just a lot of value for us. We can dig real deep off of it. Okay, so no blocks. Let's see if the opponent pumps this right away. Would not mind getting more value out of it. Alright, I think that's enough. I'm not going to bother going full bore, because if I just pass now, it's possible they pass the damage, and then it's a whole thing. I really don't want that to happen. I could get them to totally tap out. Possibly. The problem is if they play it properly, they might not, and then I'm suddenly in trouble. So Greeting down the Ember Eye Wolf, we take 2. And, ooh, double Niblis Dusk. Sweet. And Galvanic Bombardment. Alright, now we're cooking. So we can go Niblis. Niblis. I think we just attack with the Mad Prophet. It's certainly reasonable to discard the island. No, I think that we need to start hitting our opponent. I wish we could hold on to the Galvanic Bombardment until our turns the Niblis of Dusks could get the Prowess trigger, but I think it's just better to kill off the Guardian. Opponent will go to equip. We can respond. Shard of Broken Glass. Very aggressive. Yeah, so a bunch of like little aggressive equipment and cheap creatures. Doing pretty well for us. At this point, I think that we've got this game locked up. We have so much card advantage still in our hand, and we have a much better board position than our opponent. All of our draws are going to be a lot more live, because our creatures are probably just better than what they have right now. I mean, they're playing all the Ember Eye Wolf, Steadfast Cathar kind of creatures. Yep, Scoop. Wow. Scoop at 18 life. Nice. It wasn't going to get any better for them, though. I mean, we were hitting back for another 6 damage, playing the Brazen Wolves, and holding up just the wind. Yeah, like that couldn't have gotten any better for our opponent. And what do we do for a sideboard plan? This might be where I need, like, Field Creeper or Fogwalker. Definitely seems like the correct line. So I could take out something on the top end. Probably Duelist and Blood Mist. Yeah, Blood Mist seems really bad. Duelist does not seem great either. Those are both very aggressive cards against the deck that I don't want to be aggressive. Like, I'm not going to be able to out-aggression them. I might be able to slow them down, though, and I can certainly outvalue them. Take Inventory that game was totally insane. It drew us so many extra cards on our opponent. Got us out of a lot of trouble. Make Mischief could be okay. Kill Steadfast Cathar. Does it kill anything else that I saw? I don't think so. But, I mean, I'm likely to see, like, a Devilthorn Fox or things like that. Make Mischief wouldn't be bad. I certainly don't mind it. It's also just a good blocker. What would I take out for a Make Mischief? I don't want to remove Wretched Griff or Vilden Pack, because that'll end the game. I don't think that I want to take out any of our 3-drop creatures, because those are all pretty good. Maybe Nebelgast Herald or a Niblis. Could take out just the wind. But our opponent does have some equipment, so just the wind becomes a little bit better because of that. Normally I don't like just the wind against a bunch of cheap creatures, because it's easy enough for them to replay like an Ember Eye Wolf. I think I'll just leave it. This seems fine. Alright, game 2. Hopefully we get a bunch of take inventories again. That was sweet. And, oof. I have double Galvanic Bombardment, though. Yeah, this has to be a keeper. A little bit awkward on the mana, but way too much removal to throw it back. Too much early cheap removal and a Tormenting Voice. If we draw an island, this hand becomes fantastic. Being able to Tormenting Voice away just the wind to make sure we hit more land drops would be really, really nice. Opponent mulliganed like we did. Vilden Pack Outcast. Yeah, that's not what I want. I might have to Tormenting Voice the Vilden Pack away, depending on whether or not we draw land. That's the big question here. Nothing from the opponent. That's surprising. Okay, so we have an island. Do I want to play that, or do I want to hold up? I can't possibly want double Galvanic Bombardment. I might want to adjust the wind. Pretty unlikely, but it's possible. I'll play that. Next turn, I probably Tormenting Voice and just the wind, whatever they play here. Brazen Wolves, Paranoid Perish Blade. Sure, I think I'm okay just letting that happen, forcing them to play it again. So I draw 2 cards, but I lose 2 cards. So we don't have to discard. That's fine. Discard this. I just wanted to make sure that I didn't have too many cards in hand, like there wasn't going to be some kind of problem where I was discarding. But yeah, Tormenting Voice is never actually card advantage, it's just card selection. Oh wow, so now we get Thermo Alchemist, and we get to Bombardment it down. I guess we could... It's probably better to play Niblis of Dusk first, this is better for our mana. Bold Impaler and Perish Blade. Alright, not super worried about Impaler. Niblis or Ingenious Scob? Ingenious Scob's not bad either. I think I want the Niblis just because of the evasion. And pass the turn. Actually, I might have wanted to Bombardment on my turn, just in case they have a pump spell. It looks like they were focused more on equipment, but I should probably have thought about that a little bit more. Alright. Clear attacks, sure. Let's just Bombardment this now. I could block Bold Impaler and force them to use the mana, but that just doesn't seem that great. I don't want to lose Niblis of Dusk for a Bold Impaler. Sure. I can take 3. I'll have Vildenpack Outcast now, and I can attack this Niblis of Dusk. If they want to race with the Bold Impaler, that's fine. They have to use all their mana just to pump it past the Vildenpack. And if they're not pumping up the Bold Impaler, if they just attack and I don't block, sure, they get in 1 point of damage, but then they're probably not playing a whole lot else. I've got a lot of value in my hand still. Just attack with both, I'm imagining. Yeah. I will not block. Although, I mean, I can force the entire turn to be wasted and remove the Bold Impaler. It's not the worst idea. I don't think it's necessary, though. Especially not when I can do something like leave it back next turn and hold up Galvanic Bombardment, wait for them to double pump it, and then just shoot it. Oh, wow. Just double pump? Or is it just a single pump? Double pump. Alright, I'm happy about that. It means that they don't have anything better to do. And we're dealing, like, 6 damage back. They dealt us 7. We're dealing at least 6 back, if not more because of prowess. Yeah, this can't be bad for us. I can play Thermal Alchemist and Ingenious Scob. Or I could, like, take inventory. I think that I want the Thermo and the Ingenious. It does let me double block the Deranged Whelp, so they can't really block there anymore. And Bold Impaler can get killed with by the Ingenious Scob, so I'm willing to trade there, I think. Brazen Wolves is powerful enough on the attack. I think it's better than Ingenious Scob still, even in a deck that has as many prowess triggers as this one. I might be wrong. It's certainly possible. I mean, I have Take Inventory and Galvanic Bombardment in hand. Maybe I'd rather just trade Brazen Wolves for the Bold Impaler. Or maybe neither of them. Maybe I just want Niblis of Dusk blocking it. You know what? Maybe the #1 thing to do is to just take inventory. I should maybe just be playing safer. 2 cards still in hand. You can leave back the Vilden, attack with this, play an Alchemist, and a take inventory and hold up Galvanic Bombardment. That might not be a bad idea. Because we can just take it really safe. We're so far ahead, we don't need to race like we are. So let's just slow down a little bit. Ooh, I think Fogwalker is even better. I can prevent the Impaler from attacking. Sure. Wonder if I want to attack the Vildenpack Outcast then. I think I do. I've got the Galvanic Bombardment to shoot down the Deranged Whelp then. Yeah, that seems good. I think it's pretty obvious I have a Galvanic Bombardment since I didn't pump the Vilden. Attack with the ranged whelp. I'll just shoot it. Ooh, are they going to attack with the ranged whelp? They might be realizing they possibly need it for defense here. Oh, sweet. And I'm guessing something else is coming down. Nothing? I don't know. I'm going to shoot it anyways. This might be scoop phase. Because our opponent is in a ton of trouble. 11, we can deal how much damage here? We can go 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we could deal 10. Can't quite kill the opponent. Well, let's just attack the team and then play Scob and Wolves. I don't think that our opponent's Bold Impaler will be good enough here to get through 2 2/3s and kill us at 10 life. Seems pretty unlikely. Even with like a Blood Mist or something, they just don't have the other spells to really pump it. I mean, it's 1 power. They need to spend a lot of mana just to pump it. And then they'd have to somehow give it trample. Like, there's just too much. I guess if it was like Uncaged Fury and a Rush of Adrenaline, maybe they could get in for 10. If they attack with it, I'd probably just double block. Alright. As a just-in-case kind of protection measure. Like, I don't want to lose both of these, but if our opponent just taps out to kill the Brazen Wolves and the Ingenious Scob, sure, like, they're still dead on the backswing. So even though that seems like a really, really bad trade, at that point in the game, it's actually just a lockup for us. There we go. The first one's finished. Deck performed admirably. We did really well there. So hopefully the next round goes just as well. I'm excited to keep playing this deck. All those take inventories is so much value. We drew a lot of cards in both of our games. So I'm thinking this deck could be very strong. In any case, I'll see you guys for round. And this hand is awesome. Definitely keep this. We get to go take inventory, Nibblegast Herald, take inventory. Please. Exactly what I need.